Okay, so at this point, you're well aware of the LCS drama. You're well aware of the Double Lift 100 Thieves TSM drama and the terrible, terrible out of touch hit piece segment that the LCS showed all of us in TSM and Double Lift's first time going against each other, now representing 100 Thieves. Anyway, I want to talk not about that, but specifically Gabby Durden and her Twitlonger response, which is just, I mean, this is putting more fuel on the fire, as the kids say. So I'll pause it on screen here if you do want to read it yourself, or if you want to go find the Twitlonger yourself. I'll link it in the description. However, what I want to talk about specifically is this last part right here, where she writes, "I also continue to be horrified by the harassment and vitriol directed at me by anonymous trolls for simply doing my job. Please remember that I am human, not an object to throw your hatred and anger towards because of mistakes." What? What the f? Now, I'm not going to go too deep into my opinion about PR and mistakes and how to apologize and things like that. I will say this is not it, in my opinion. Personally, if I was in charge of the LCS, I would be like, okay, guys, to start the show next week or 100 Thief or TSM's next game, we're going to air 3 seconds where we say, hey, last week's part missed the mark. We didn't mean to offend anybody. We're going to improve upon it, and we're going to continue to learn from these mistakes. We hear your backlash, right? Having to make this self-sacrificing, like, woe is me, I'm so sad, I made a mistake with management, but it wasn't me only. Also, I get hated by trolls online. It's just not the mark for me. You're turning yourself into a meme. Double Lift actually responded himself saying, "Apologize to everyone who experienced verbal abuse and workplace harassment. Then remove the useless strawman where you see yourself as the victim, and this might actually resemble an apology." And this is exactly what I was just talking about. Because she apologized and it was not met positively, now people are just going to dogpile onto the apology itself. There was no reason to discuss this furthermore as someone who was involved in the incident. If you wanted to effectively create some sort of remorse for a dog shit segment that was aired on the LCS, you either say nothing or you say something during the show. But to extend it outside of the show now opens it up for the classic, like, well, that apology wasn't good enough, and that is what's crazy to me, and that's exactly what's happening.